Everyone in my family, like, turns into a nutcase this time of year. Yeah, I mean, your grandmother is Laurie Strode. She was almost murdered.
Wasn't it her brother who murdered all those babysitters?
No, it was not her brother. That's something that people made up.
Do you know that I pray every night that he would escape?
What the hell did you do that for?
So I can kill him.
Well, as reliable as the holiday itself, every year there seems to be some sort of Halloween movie out, or at least it just seems that way since the 1978 original film first hit our lives from director John Carpenter, called Halloween. We've had, by my count, maybe 10 movies since then, variations on the Halloween formula, including those directly linked to Carpenter's original film, and others that are just basically using the title and taking us from there. In fact, now with the new Halloween movie, starring once again Jamie Lee Curtis as Laurie Strode, who was terrorized and then fought back against Michael Myers in that original 40 years ago. We now have that again, and again it's just called Halloween. Why change anything? We know what we're going to get, in other words, with these kinds of things, but I have to say, between Halloween 1978 and Halloween 2018, quite frankly, throw them all out. You've got the perfect sequel here with the linear line, direct connection to the original as John Carpenter envisioned it. And as a terrific director, David Gordon Green has reimagined this one.
We're here to investigate a patient that killed 3 innocent teenagers on a Halloween in 1978. He was shot by his own psychiatrist and taken into custody that night, and has spent the last 40 years in captivity. Hello, Michael.
There's a lot of references to the original, but you don't have to remember it or have seen it. But we are in very good hands here, once again, with Jamie Lee Curtis as Laurie Strode, a twice-divorced mother of Karen, played by Judy Greer, and a grandmother now of Allison, played by Andy Hadachuk. So we've got 3 generations of Strode women that are going up against, yeah, you could probably figure this out, going up against Michael Myers. Now, where has he been? As usual, just as he was in the original 40 years ago, he was locked away in a mental institution for killing his sister. Well, you just can't keep this guy tied down in a mental institution. Once again, they're transporting him on, you guessed it, Halloween. That's right, he's going to be escaping just in time to go back to Haddonfield on Halloween, and there he's wearing that Michael Myers mask, walking through town, and people once again think he's just out trick-or-treating. Of course, he's back here for the ultimate showdown. He's trying to get to Laurie Strode. She's well aware of it. She has been haunted by this for 40 years. She's built a fortress basically there in a house, waiting for the return. Nobody believed her. They think she's nuts. She's on alcohol. She's all these things. But she knows, and she's got the guns. She's got everything ready for the ultimate confrontation. Before we get there, though, we meet a lot of different characters, younger people, everything, who meet grisly ends thanks to Michael Myers here. And there's some nice humor here too, particularly when Jamie Lee Curtis as Laurie meets his psychiatrist, Michael Myers' psychiatrist, Dr. Sartain, and she just refers to him, "Oh, you're the new Loomis."
He's waited for this night. He's waited for me. I've waited for him.
This one, though, is very smartly done. I have to say, the audience, packed crowd I saw it with, was rapt. You could hear a pin drop through this movie. It really worked on that level, and I think Universal's in for a real payday when this thing opens. No question about it. People are going to be lining up for Halloween, but at its core, the real strength here is Jamie Lee Curtis with a fierce performance. She takes the character right in the natural direction here of somebody completely obsessed and trying to rid herself of this horror that happened to her all those decades before. She's terrific in this movie. It's worth seeing just because of Jamie Lee Curtis, but it's also worth seeing if you want to see a genuinely well-made horror movie, and that's what this is. It knows what it's doing, and it knows how to get there. For Halloween, how can you say it? Trick or treat? I think it's kind of a treat. I say, go.